Hi Aquarius, welcome to your July 2020 reading. Thanks for joining me. My name is Michelle. This is for Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus signs. Aquarius, let's take a look at your oracle cards. We have the Lady of the Blue Rose, the Blue Lady. Nothing is impossible. So what is it that you are trying to achieve here, Aquarius? Because it tells me that you may be either letting your own fear take over or take hold, or letting the fears of others somehow influence you. But you're being asked to believe in the impossible, to try, to see what happens. There's a restlessness around you. We have the card of Mercury in Aries actually. So Mercury in Aries, well, it's very much an Aquarian energy that I'm picking up around this because it's about decisive thinking. There's a freedom energy around this as well, especially with the card of liberation as your overall energy. So communicating an idea, perhaps to do with seeking greater freedom, perhaps in a relationship or in your life in general, in order to achieve something that you want to attain, fulfillment of some kind. So let's see where this goes for you, Aquarius. This could be you, could be someone around you, of course, or if you're cross-watching, this may be an Aquarian that you're dealing with. There you are at the bottom of the deck, the King of Swords. And of course, when we talk about someone who's a decisive thinker, usually based on logic, reason, wisdom gained through experience, research. So you may be doing a lot of research, you may be trying to find out information before you actually make a decision here, Aquarius. So let's see. Very much a mind here that craves constant stimulation is what I'm getting. We'll start with the past energy around you, where you currently stand, your hopes for the future. How do you feel about the other person or the situation? The strengths, the challenge, what's hidden or unexpected, the potential outcome and the overall energy. So Aquarius, we've got King of Wands. Action, a man of action. It's the King of Kings. Fire in the belly. So what is it that you're fired up about, Aquarius? It speaks to me of someone who's taking a very strong leadership role in their life and doing what they want to do. Creative energy as well that I'm picking up around that. Past energy, well, we've got the Queen of Wands, we've got a King and a Queen. So we have a power couple on our hands. You could of course be dealing with a fire sign, Sagittarius, Aries, Leo. Where you currently stand, we've got the Star in reverse. So there is a feeling around this of disappointment. I feel that there's disappointment. There's something that needs to be spoken about. I feel that something needs to be healed. Could be some kind of disappointment or misunderstanding. Hopes around this for the future. We've got the Chariot in reverse. I do get delayed action. The will is there, but there's something about the circumstances that I'm picking up here in which you're not able to either journey towards something or someone, but I'm mainly picking it up as a delayed movement. Okay, we have the Eight of Cups in reverse. How you feel about this person? Well, I think that you want them to come back, or you want to come back to this person. You want to come back around to them. I see them there in your past. The strengths, the Ten of Swords in reverse. So getting over the past, moving beyond it. Now, usually when I see a 10, it speaks to me of something that has ended for good reason and shouldn't come back into somebody's life. But in this case, I feel that you're actually wanting to go back to this. So Aquarius, is there an opportunity to forgive? Maybe not forget, but at least to forgive whatever this disappointment was around this person. The challenge, there's that movement or lack of movement. Being at a standstill. So there's this energy around you with the King of Wands. You know, for some reason I feel like it's more thoughts. you're starting to think about moving, but you're not actually going through with any plans, not taking any action yet anyway. Now what's hidden? We've got the Devil in reverse. This is a feeling here of something that needs to be released. Liberation, power. It could be that there was too much control in the past between two people. Could have been you towards this person or them to you. So freedom, allowing greater freedom. A relationship which allows two people to come together, but also grants their individual freedoms as well. No codependent kind of energy. And the outcome is the Seven of Swords in reverse. Is someone's coming back to apologize after going down perhaps the wrong road for a little while. Let's see. Aquarius. I'll use the Wheel Tarot, and let's get started. We'll start clarifying with that Queen of Wands. What is this Queen of Wands in the past? The Nine of Pentacles. So this is someone who has achieved on their own. There is an independent quality about this person. Someone that you feel is very attractive. I get that this is someone who is an entrepreneur. They may even start their own, either they're starting a line of products or they're starting their own business in which but it's something about themselves that's creative, something that they create. I don't think that they're just selling somebody else's product. I feel it's something that is creative. And you're looking at this person and you're seeing them as achieving, a high achiever, someone who is a hard worker, very self-disciplined, very much the lady as well. Let's see, the Queen of Wands, past energy. And the Four of Cups in reverse. Yeah, I do think that there has been an element in the past of somehow closing yourself off emotionally from this person. Now, it could be them to you, but I feel it's more from you towards them. I do think that there was something that they needed to overcome in the past. Perhaps the lack of emotional connection, or there was some kind of emotional distance between you in the past. And I do think that this individual may have left. They may have left you, Aquarius, or vice versa, and became single, independent, doing their own thing. What is the Star in reverse as current energy around Aquarius? That's your card, of course. We've got the Eight of Swords in reverse. There's that liberation. Liberation. And the Five of Cups. So there is currently, you're not happy with your with the way things are. Yeah, it's like you went towards something that you thought was going to be good, but I get that you're now really focused on the past. Yeah, you're focused on the past. You're focused on this person being free. I get that. There's a lot of moodiness that I'm picking up here. A lot of pessimism. It's like there's a feeling here of, I get a very oppressive energy off these cards. But I do think that for you, when it comes to your thoughts, it was your thoughts that kept you in a negative frame of mind, perhaps about this person. Now, it may have been to do with them, it may have been to do with something that was totally unrelated. But whatever the thoughts were going on in your mind, something that was, it felt confining. It may have been your fear, doubting yourself, things that you told yourself, some kind of inner narrative that you made fit to the situation. To cast a really negative light on this, let's take a look at the Chariot in reverse. Okay, We've got the Two of Wands in reverse. There's indecision. It's like you want to go towards this person, but then you don't want to go towards this person. There's a lot of fear associated with, this is someone from your past. I think that you've associated or projected a lot of negativities onto them. Whether that was deserved or not, I'm not sure, but what I am getting is that whatever this narrative is that you've made fit to this person has created this disturbance in your mind, and it's created this indecision, and you really want to free yourself from that mindset. It's very much a feeling here of, you know what, I'm going to have to make a decision about what I want to do about this person from the past. Let's take a look, Aquarius. Two of Wands in reverse, Chariot in reverse, hopes for Aquarius. And there's that Queen of Wands again. They're showing up here in the reverse. So a lot of thinking about this person very, very much in two ways. I think if you let your emotions if you check in with your emotions, you would know how you feel. But when you start thinking about this person in terms of some kind of negative narrative that you've put on this person, associated with your fear, it's also associated with past pain that you've experienced. If you let all of those fears get involved here and start messing with your head, if you start getting into your head here and detach from your heart chakra, I think that's what's creating this imbalance and disturbance and the inability to know what to do about this person from the past. Now, when it comes to the Eight of Cups in reverse, let's see how you feel about this person. We've got the Knight of Pentacles in reverse. Again, that lack of movement. You don't know what to do here. And Justice in reverse. It seems like there's something that was unfair in the past. It may have been this person left you. They may have left you high and dry here, Aquarius. And now you're thinking, well, I really do have a strong emotion for this person. But at the same time, you're thinking about what they may have done or something that was unfair, some unfair treatment. Or maybe you did it to this person. It can be vice versa. It's a general reading. But I feel very strongly here that this is about your indecision based on what this person did, and you thinking about that, or something that was done to you in the past that you're projecting onto this person. And so there's a lot of doubt, a lot of confusion. There's an inability to accept any kind of if this was a 50-50 thing in the past where they didn't do the right thing, but maybe you didn't either, accepting your part in the perhaps the blame for the end of a relationship. So really it's about being in two minds whether or not to check in with the past, because it did seem to be that there was something that was done in the past that they may have cut themselves free. Let's have a look and see what the Ten of Swords in reverse is as the Strength. The Ten of Swords in reverse here as the Strength. We've got the Six of Swords. Moving on from a past ending. Letting bygones be bygones. And Judgment in reverse. There may have been a decision to let this relationship go in the past. Now there's regrets associated with that, I feel. So if there's acknowledgement that a decision was made in the past, that it was a bad call, that you both recognize that it was a bad decision to end a relationship, and you can talk about it and you can focus on the future, there may be a chance. But it has to be fully moved on from whatever this injustice was here in the past, Aquarius, because that's the block. It's what you keep thinking about. Now, the Knight of Pentacles in reverse as the challenge is that lack of movement. Seven of Cups in reverse. And the Three of Cups. Well, you know, the thing is, you may have some other options as well around you, and you're thinking, well, should I just be single and independent and free and see other people, or do I want to go back to this person from the past? Yeah, it's a challenge. I think for you, you have to decide whether or not you want to reunite, and whether this is really truly what you feel on a deep level, that you want to connect back with this person. You're worried if it's fantasy or whether it's can actually happen. I think that for you, somebody needs to make the first move, and I feel it has to be you, Aquarius, taking that action to reach out and say, look, hey, is there a chance that we can get together? Can this be brought back together? And see if it's real. And if they say no, well, at least then you know. At least then you're not constantly running this through your mind as a possibility. Then you can move on. Let this go completely from the past. So let's have a look at the Devil in reverse. As what's hidden here? We've got the Four of Swords. And the Queen of Pentacles in reverse. Seems to be, Aquarius, I've got it as you could be breaking up with another individual, still healing from this, or licking your wounds from something that didn't work out. And so it feels more like this was someone who was very focused on things, money, acquisitions. So it could have been someone here who was more superficial in nature. There may have been a very addictive quality to this relationship, or some codependence. But I'm picking it up as needing to heal from a previous relationship, which feels quite recent. This is from the past. This is quite recent. There's still somewhat of an attachment there, but you're in the process of detaching from that. Let's take a look at the Seven of Swords in reverse. As the outcome here, the Devil in reverse, there's that detachment from this addictive relationship. And the Hierophant, and going back to taking a more traditional kind of role. You know, it's the Hierophant is all about knowledge. It's all about having gained experience through the real world. Yeah, you know, the Hierophant, nothing is impossible. It feels to me like research for some reason. Research, finding out, even if people are around you saying, oh, you know what, you can't go back to that thing, for that person from the past, that relationship from the past. Don't you remember that they left you, or whatever they did there? But this is telling me that nothing is impossible, Aquarius. Nothing is impossible. So have the courage, have the determination to reach out, to inquire, to find out the information, to see whether or not this is something that truly is actionable, this plan. You know, you seem to have some kind of strategy in mind about getting this person back into your life, and you want to know that it's a workable strategy for sure. Can they forgive you? Can you forgive them? Find out, you know, that you may have to reach out for some outside counsel. I would be a little bit careful about who you approach for counsel, for advice. You want to make sure that it's someone without a skin in the game. Anytime you reach out to someone who has some kind of past knowledge of this person, it tends to colour. So I would stay away from people whose opinion may be coloured. I think that you need to, first of all, come from your emotions when it comes to making any kind of decisions about whether or not to reunite with this person. And if you need outside counsel, then sure, but make sure there's no attachment there. When it comes to outside counsel, it really needs to be someone who can walk you through this and give you some real knowledge. It can't come from conditioned knowledge, or how do I put this? Wisdom that comes from experience, not wisdom that comes from past conditioning. The things that we very rigidly believe in our own mind and can't really see any other way. If someone has a very fixed mindset about this person from your past and you ask that individual for advice, it's going to be coloured by that. So you want to make sure that you don't approach that type of person. So let's see, the Seven of Swords in reverse and the Fool, about taking a chance. You don't want to be made a fool of, obviously, but at the same time there's risk involved in approaching this person. Let's get a card on the King of Wands as your overall energy. The Chariot, forward motion. You're kind of stuck right now, not sure what to do about this individual, but I feel that you have this strong drive to go and get this person back into your life, Aquarius. Wow, let's see. I'm going to get a surrender card before we go to the extended. What I'll be doing in the extended, guys, is I'll be doing the flip side of this, so the other person's point of view. So how your person feels. If this is resonating, please do, at the end of this reading, click on that link below, and that will take you to the extended reading. It'll be about another 30-minute reading, an entirely new setup for the person that you're dealing with. So let's have a look before we go here to the extended. What needs to be surrendered for Aquarius in this reading, please? Advice for Aquarius. What needs to be surrendered? Yeah, Mercury in Aries. I feel like you really want to reach out, communicate, see if this is possible. Yeah, this person, it feels to me like something that is an achievement. That would be an achievement, getting this person or getting this person back. Surrender to prayer. Well, very powerful message there. Giving yourself over completely to whatever prayer means to you, different things to different people. When you come from the heart, you will be heard throughout the universe. Answers and support will arrive. So very strong energy there of checking in with the higher, whatever you consider to be a higher source of knowledge and inspiration. What else needs to be surrendered for Aquarius, please? What else needs to be surrendered for Aquarius? And we have surrender to play. Very nice energy there as well. What I'm getting from Spirit here is you're really thinking about getting back with this person. So you may be overthinking. So in order to be clear in your own mind, you may need to take a little break for a while, maybe take a short respite and do something fun. Recreation. Recreation means rejuvenation for you, Aquarius. Very strong energy. So whatever you feel is a fun activity for you and joyful, I feel that that's something that you need to do so that you can take a break from overthinking about this situation. So I'm going to leave it there for you, Aquarius. I'll see you in the extended, how your person feels. Please check it out if this is resonating. If you prefer a personal reading, you can email me, gypsyinsights@gmail.com. Don't forget to press that thumbs up button before you go, guys. And if you're a newcomer, I'd love to have you subscribe. Please do. Wishing you the best. Bye for now, Aquarius. I'll see you in part 2.